Tonight's problem in one sentence is this: you can't focus. Your brain feels scattered. You keep checking. You sit down to work, but your mind never really settles. You open up one tab, then another, then your phone, then your messages, then some unfinished thing that you forgot about. And now your best hour is gone. By the end of this live, you're going to see what's really breaking your focus. You're going to see what it's costing you. And you're going to leave with a simple way to run your week so you can actually lock in. If this is already speaking to you, smash the like button. That helps reach another man who has no words for this problem. This the best way to support the channel, y'all. This is the best way to help this message spread to as many people as possible. And let me say this too. Tonight, the highest super chat becomes the official sponsor of tonight's session. That means your name gets acknowledged as the one who helped put this word in front of the world tonight. If you want to help keep Men of Order going and take that sponsor spot tonight, send your super chat. Tonight's outcome is one thing: one protected focus window that you can trust this week. That means one part of your day where your mind is not up for grabs. One part of your day where the real work gets your best. If you want that, type focus in the chat. I'm going to see who's in the comments. Shout out to y'all. We about to get into it, y'all. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for tonight's show? We are about to get into the root of the problem. What is the problem, guys? Let's figure out what's really going on. The main root tonight is simple. Your focus has no walls. Your attention is too open. And when your attention is too open, everything gets a vote. This shows up in 3 different ways. The first way, you have no deep work ritual. You sit down with good intentions, but there is no set way that you start. No clear first move, no start line, no rule for what happens first. So you drift into checking, email, text, one little search, one little task. Here's what you're thinking: I'm just getting warmed up. I'm easing in. I'll start for real in a minute. That's why you start with the small stuff. But here's what it costs you. Your best mental energy gets spent on small stuff. The work that actually matters gets pushed later. And if nothing changes, your sharpest hours keep getting burned on little things that doesn't change your life. The work that could actually move your money, your mission, and your future forward keeps getting shoved to the back. So you stay tired, you stay busy, and worst of all, you stay behind. Weeks pass, then months pass, and you start living like a man who is always busy, but never advancing. Y'all, I want to take a minute to tap in on these comments. Oh, I see we got some folks in the house tonight. I see Awesome's crew is in the house. Shout out to Tank. I see you on, brother. Much love as always. Thanks for tapping in. Edova, I see you back over here, Edova. Been missing you. Shout out to you. Oh, I see you, Mai, as well. Make sure, if y'all haven't done so yet already, y'all check out my brother, The Awesome and Gizmo Show. He's got a lot of folks in the house tonight, y'all. Shout out to Chief Ambassador. Shout out to Sis Shemaya. Shout out to Mrs. Israel. Shout out to Sis Adea. We got Women of Order in the house too, okay? And shout out to you, Mrs. Israel, for holding things down, making sure we got a solid connection going, y'all. I want to most importantly give a shout out, though, to the first sponsor for tonight. Sir Yasha Allah just dropped a $20 super chat. Shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to you. The super chats is coming in, y'all. We are starting off with Sir Yasharala $20 sponsorship. So y'all know how this goes. We got to give Sir Yasharala his flowers. So we're going to just put his name on the screen real quick. Now is the time to shine. The official sponsor for so far, because you know it ain't over until it's over. The official sponsor so far is Sir Yasharala at $20. If you want to be the official sponsor, your super chat must be more than $20. Regardless, support the work. All you got to do is tap the dollar icon in the chat below, and that will be your way of keeping this show on air. It could be for any amount, guys. Nothing is too little, and it is much appreciated. And if you're just coming in, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you get these likes up, y'all, all right? If you have not yet done so, make sure that you smash that thumbs up. Very, very important, because this helps us send this message out to a lot more people who needs this work. Shout out to Brother Frederick. I see you on. He says, just checking in to smash the like button. I'll see you on the next one. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you can't make the entire session live, just pull up. Let me know that you're here. Leave me a comment. Perfect, Brother Frederick. Perfect. Thank you so much for showing that love, brother. Much love to you and your house. Blessings to you always. And make sure, if you know a friend, tell them to do the same thing. You don't always have to stay the entire time if you can't do it. Of course, the reason why you want to stay on live if you can't help it is because I'm going to help you live for free. I'm going to get on camera with some of y'all tonight to show you how you can break the thing that's distracting your focus. That's the reason why the live is so important. And even if you don't get on camera with me, I respond to questions that are in the chat live. So all of you guys that are on, make the most of it. Put questions in the comments. Cam up with me. Even if you're not on camera, I can still hear your audio whenever you click the link. I'm going to put that out in just a little bit. But make sure, guys, that you make the most of this live experience. I do this live to make sure you get as much value out of this as possible. Once again, right now, our sponsor to start us off is Sir Yasharala. If you're going to top Sir Yasharala, make sure that you tap that dollar icon below. Now, here's the second way that the issue keeps showing up. No environment design. Here's what happens. You're trying to focus in a space that keeps inviting distraction, guys. This is what it looks like. Your phone is face up. It's right in front of you. It's going off, constantly ringing. You're constantly distracted. You've got your inbox open. Emails are popping up. It's making sounds, and it's a convenient distraction. Can y'all relate? If I'm talking to you right now, type me in the comments. You've got your phone out. You've got your email open. You got 10 tabs open on your web browser. Y'all know how it is. One page you got work open. Another page you got social media open. Another page you got email open. All of these different tabs are open, and it makes it that much harder for you to focus. And then what else? You got random clutter on the desk. You got all these papers lying around, and it's so easy to get thrown off course. I didn't even mention people pulling at you. People can reach you so easily. So no wonder you're distracted. No wonder you can't focus. Guys, you don't have the right environment. You know, we used to always say this. I'm a product of my environment. Does that apply to your success? Does that apply to how much you can accomplish? If you don't have the right environment, there's no way that you can get ahead. But here's the problem, guys. While you're in the midst of all of this, you're thinking, man, I should be able to focus anywhere. I should be able to lock in no matter what's going on. I don't need to make a big deal out of my environment. I'll just try harder. Here's what that costs you. You keep fighting your space instead of benefiting from it. Small interruptions keep breaking your concentration, and restarting costs you more than you think. You keep trying to build in a place that keeps pulling you down. Your best hours gets chopped into all of these little pieces. Your mind never focuses deep enough to do important work. So even when you put in time, it doesn't mean much. That means slower progress, more frustration, and more nights where you wonder why you gave so much and still accomplished so little. Guys, I know it hurts to say this, but this is what is going to change you for the better. Here's the third way the issue shows up: too many open loops. Here's what's happening. You're trying to focus while your mind is still carrying 10 unfinished decisions. Stuff you need to reply to, stuff you need to fix, stuff you meant to decide, stuff you keep starting but never finishing. You're thinking, I don't want to forget about this, so I'm going to just hold it all in here. If I block it out and just focus on one thing, I'm going to forget something important. You say, I can't afford to forget about this because I'm going to deal with this later. Let me hold on to it in my head for right now. What does that cost you, guys? Your mind never feels clear. Even when the room is quiet, your mind is loud. You keep drifting away from the task that's in front of you because you got too many things on the brain. And if nothing changes, your mind stays crowded all week. Important work keeps getting interrupted by petty things. You lose peace before the day even gets that difficult. You're not able to lock in because you have so much going on before you get into the thick of the day. And once that happens, guys, big things are out of reach. After a while, you stop trusting yourself to do anything of significance. This is the time where you convince yourself success is just not for me. God didn't give me that talent. But guys, that's a lie. Don't let that be you. It's the disorder that's creeping into your life that's holding you back from your success. It's not that the success is not attainable. It's that you've never been taught the right way to approach success. So I want to ask you guys a question right now. What breaks your focus most right now? What is breaking your ability to focus? Is it no ritual? Ritual means you have no clear way to start your most important work. Is it because your phone is getting in the way? Your phone keeps pulling your attention away. Is space breaking your focus? Space means that your room or your environment keeps inviting distraction, guys. You don't have the right environment for success. And can I say one thing while y'all are putting y'all's answers in the poll? Your environment makes or breaks your success. I know this from personal experience. So many of us will never get to the next level until we put ourselves in better rooms. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room? They're saying change your environment. You want to get in environments where you can grow, where you can learn. But what if your room that you work in is the room that's holding you back? See, it's not always about getting into somebody else's room. It's about having the right room to focus. For a lot of us, you just getting out of the neighborhood that you grew up in is going to change the game, because that's going to put you in a different environment. Sometimes letting go of having the wrong people in the room changes the game. Your environment is holding you back. You know, I was just watching the Oscars, and I was watching that Michael B. Jordan just became the sixth black man that won an Oscar. There were so many accomplished actors that came before him. And one of the things that I'm seeing right now on social media, they got these memes. I don't know if you've seen it, but it talked about how before Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar, he was in a relationship with Lori Harvey. Now, that relationship has since passed, but they're doing memes now saying Lori Harvey was holding him back. Look at what happens now that that relationship is over. Now he's out there winning Oscars. I don't know if it's your relationship. I don't know it's the neighborhood that you live in. I do know one thing. Your environment will make or break your success. If you have not focused on changing your environment, you have not really changed for the better. I need y'all to hear me on that. What's holding you back the most? Is it your space? Is it your room or your environment that keeps inviting distraction? Or is it open loops? Open loops means unfinished things are still sitting in your head while you're trying to work. So guys, right now, I want y'all to vote in the poll. Right now, I'm seeing open loops leading the way. Open loops is at 40%. Phone is at 30%. Y'all know that one's always a killer. Having no ritual, no set way for you to lock in is holding you back, as well as no space. You know what? I'm going to close these polls right now because I got to take a minute to shout my brother out. I see him on. Deacon Shammai, I see you, King. I see you hopping in on the lock-in session. Tonight, we're talking about why your brain feels scattered all day. Chief Ambassador Benaiah says, truth. I'm compelled to look at every email when that notification rings. So I utilize a tool like Boomerang to pause new emails from coming in. Uh-oh, Chief Ambassador dropping gems. He's talking about tools that prevents people from getting so easily distracted. And see, here's one thing. I don't have any notification alerts on my phone. Guys, I want you to see my phone right now. I just picked it up. Do you notice one thing? On my phone, there are no push notifications at all. If somebody is texting me, I wouldn't know it. If somebody is calling me, I wouldn't know it because I put my notifications on silent. It might seem small to you, but just think about the many times you're in the midst of working and then you get thrown off track all because of the alarm that's going off on your phone. Y'all know that ding that you get whenever you get that text? Y'all know that email sound, whatever it is, something pops up and then it throws you completely off track. So guys, I need y'all to see what's happening. A lot of your success is being held back because there's too many things that are competing for your attention. Lock in means tunnel vision and focus. So again, when we went through the poll results, guys, the poll showed that the number one thing that's holding you back is open loops. You have so many different ideas and thoughts swirling in your mind. That's why you cannot focus. And see, this is the reason why we have to have laws of order. We got to have our mind right to understand how to get ahead. Tonight's law of order is this. What stays open keeps pulling on you. If your phone stays open, it pulls on you. If your inbox stays open, it pulls on you. If your tab on your web browser stays open, guys, they pull on you. If your decisions stay open, they pull on you. A disordered man keeps everything open, and he calls that being responsible. He thinks he's doing the right thing by keeping everything open, his phone, his laptop, all these papers. That's why his life is in shambles. He thinks he's being responsible because he has the world right in front of him. But what he's really doing is letting every unfinished thing pull at his mind all day. An ordered man doesn't move that way. An ordered man closes what doesn't belong in the moment. See, he gives one thing his undivided attention. He doesn't let 10 things sit in front of him while his mind is trying to build one thing. He focuses on what matters most. And guys, when he focuses on one thing and moves all the other things to the side, that's not him being careless. That makes him clear. Guys, y'all know I got to go biblical with y'all from time to time. You know that about me, right? I wouldn't be a church leader if I didn't go into the book. This is in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. It says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. When part of you is on the task, part of you is on the phone, part of you is on 5 unfinished things, you're unstable. Stop trying to hold everything open while doing one important thing. So men, I want you to be honest, and everybody in the chat, I'm going to open this up to everybody, not just men. Do you keep too much open? Type yes or no. And while you're doing that, I'm going to give a shout out to Trista. She said, funny you said that. I turned off all notifications except 2. Awesome, and you. Hey, I see you, Trista. Shout out. I'm so happy that you're tapped in for tonight's session because I know this is going to change the game in your life. Thanks for joining. Sis Shemaiah says, so many gems tonight. Oh, yeah, it's going down. And shout out my brother. Man, this brother Frederick, man. Can we give brother Frederick a round of applause? Do y'all see this, brother? We got to talk about Frederick for just a moment. Now, I just want you to see the spirit behind this man. He reached out to me almost 15 minutes ago saying, Shalom, Chief Elder, because that's what my church calls me, Chief Elder Uzziah. If y'all see that in the comments, that's the reason why they be saying that. I lead a church called True Spirit of Christ. He said, Shalom, Chief Elder, Shalom, family, just checking in to smash the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for your time, sir. Now, that's all I ask for everyone that's on my team. You might have 1,000 things going, but just pull up to say hello. That just shows you are committed to the cause of showing support, guys. I know these sessions take time. You might not be able to make every session, but if you could pop in for a few seconds, pop in. But this brother, man, he's such an awesome brother. Not only did he come in with intentions to show love through the comments, he also dropped the 10 ball on him. He also dropped the super chat, and I just gotta shout you out. I gotta thank you for that, man. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. I gotta thank you. So right now, we have 2 men that's supporting the work. We got Brother Frederick at $10. And right now we have Sir Yasharallah leading the way. As of right now, he's holding down the official sponsor spot. Now, don't be afraid to take the crown off Sir Yasharallah's head. Me and Sir Yasharallah, we got a one-on-one consultation strategy called tomorrow. Sir Yasharallah, he gonna soak up this game. some of y'all may know last week I had 3 spots available for you to sit down with me one-on-one for me to come up with a custom game plan for you. Not public, not on YouTube, just you and I. And I'm proud to tell y'all, all those sessions, they no longer on the table, y'all. My slots is booked. And so if you want to connect with me right now, the only way that you can do it is by being on live. And whenever I have other private sessions opened up, I'll be sure to let y'all know. But as of right now, we are on the session. Make sure that you smash the like button if you haven't yet done so. Let's get these likes up, y'all. All right. And right now we got Sir Yasharala leading the way on the super chats. Right now, he's the official sponsor. If you want to be the official sponsor for tonight's show, you must donate over $20. It might be $25. Might be $30. I don't know. We'll sit back and we'll wait and see. All right. So once again, we talked about why your brain feels scattered all day. Now we execute. I'm going to give you a simple plan that you can run for the next 7 days. It's called the lock-in window. 3 steps to apply this plan. That's it. Step number 1, pick the window. You're going to choose one protected focus block of time each day. Start with 45 to 60 minutes. Same time each day if you can. And you're going to write down what that block is before it starts. One block, one job. Guys, if you've been watching these sessions, you know I always talk about having time blocks to add order to time management. You cannot be in order with your time without a focus block. But tonight, I'm going to unpack that even more. I'm going to show you not only do you protect your time, you set up everything around it so that way when you are in your focus block, you can actually focus. I'm going to show you how to do that by all of the things that leads up to your focus block. But for right now, we're just on pick the window, guys. By you picking the window, that replaces you hoping you'll find time later for something important. That replaces you drifting into random work. See, now by you picking the window, you've decided when your focus happens. And that one decision changes everything. I want you to type focus right now if you know you need a focus block. Here's step 2. Build the room. Before your focus block starts, make the room fit the work. This is where you change your environment. Guys, you don't always have to move somewhere else to have the right environment. The environment starts where you work. So now, before you start working in your focus block, you're going to put your phone face down and out of reach. I want y'all to look at this image. Do you see right here on this image how this phone is right in front of the laptop? We got to change that. You got to put the phone out of reach, and don't put the phone face up where the screen shows. Put the phone face down, put it on silent so that way you cannot see nor hear it. Put the phone face down because y'all said your phone is the second biggest reason why you cannot focus. A lot of y'all said that was your number 1 distractor. Guys, during this time where you're getting your room perfect, you're getting your inbox closed. Turn off your emails, guys. Close the browser. All of those extra tabs you got going on Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, whatever web browser that you're using, close all of those out. Only keep the tools open for the one task that's in front of you. If you need headphones, use them. If you need a door closed, close it. If you need a clean desk, guys, clean your desk. Build the room. See, I know you got on this session, Uzziah, you've been telling us to have a focus block. Why you keep saying that? Because for every one thing that I tell you, there's an entire strategy around that one room that I'm going to show you in more sessions. See, we start with the fundamentals. Protect your time. But you changing your environment is the secret ingredient to making the most of your time. Build the room. This replaces trying to do focused work in an unfocused area. This replaces wasting precious time wrestling your environment. Guys, how is this a game changer? When you do what I'm showing you, you get straight to work and start building momentum that you don't lose anymore to little interruptions, little distractions. Think about the value that you get from this, guys, and not just this. Step 3 is close the loops before you begin. Do you remember how y'all voted? The number one thing that's blocking your focus is having too many open loops. Too many things are going on at once in your mind, and that's why your brain is scattered. You can't lock in. So because y'all said that, step number 3 is close the loops before you begin. Instead of you having a focus block of time where you tell yourself, I'ma lock in, but then you get to that focus time and you got 10 billion things going on in your mind, we're going to close the loops before the focus block begins. You're going to take 3 minutes before your focus block and write down anything pulling on your mind. Write a short list of everything that's on your mind, guys, before you get to the focus block. You're not going to take this time writing a life story. You're just doing a brain dump, writing a short list. That's why I'm giving you the visual as an example. And guys, when you go through your list, I want you to do one of 3 things with each item. Do it now, date it later, or park it. I need y'all to follow me. Before you get into your focus block, you're going to take 3 minutes to write down anything that's on your mind that's pulling you away from the focus block you're about to get into. By the time you get into the focus block, guys, your mind needs to be clear. It's tunnel vision now. We're locked in. So how do we get locked in before the time starts? You take a few minutes to write down everything that's still on your mind. Because if it's on your mind, it's a distraction. You write it down, but you don't write it down any kind of way. You write it down in a short list, and for everything that you write down, you write, do it now, date it later, or park it. Guys, what's do it now? If something is on your mind, do it now if it takes 2 minutes or less. That way you just get it behind you. Date it later if it needs a specific date and time for you to work on it this week. Park it if it's not for today and it's not time sensitive. Now your mind doesn't have to carry all of these thoughts that's getting in the way of your focus. See, when you have this list, guys, you're doing your brain a favor because now you know that something else is holding important things. You can't focus because you had all of these thoughts going on in your mind. Now you're clearing your mind, putting it on paper, and you've already strategized. Can I do this right now? Do I need to do this at a later time that's a specific date and time so it doesn't get lost? Or it's on my mind right now, but I'm going to park it. Just because it's popping up, it doesn't mean that it needs my immediate attention. Now your mind is clear. Guys, when you apply this step that I'm giving you, it replaces trying to remember everything that's going on in your life when all you need to be focused on is one thing. All you need to be focused on right now is that important project. All you need to be focused on right now is that deadline. All you need to be focused on right now is starting that business. You can't afford to think about everything. By you applying this step that I'm showing you, it replaces the nervous feeling that you get that keeps making you check everything while you're working. Guys, can y'all relate to what I'm saying right now? Type in the comments, I can. Type I can if you've ever been working on something important that you know you need to focus on. But as you're working, what's popping up? Oh man, you know what? Did this person respond to this text? Let me stop what I'm doing and check it. Oh man, did the ring alert just go off on my phone? Is somebody ringing on the door? Oh man, I gotta go and check it. All of these things. Oh man, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday and I said that I was going to follow up with them by this time. Am I going to follow up? What am I going to say? If you've ever had moments where you knew you needed to be laser focused, but all of these petty distractions got in the way, leave me a comment, guys, because I'm giving you the formula on how to stop that from happening. See, when you apply this step that I'm showing you, you start your focus block actually being able to focus. I know that some of you have watched my past sessions. You know you need a focus block. But the problem is some of y'all have started focus blocks and then you wonder why you're not focused during the block. Because even if your phone isn't going off, it's still very loud in here. That's the reason why, guys, every session matters. If I go over foundational material on multiple streams, I'm trying to cement the principle in your mind. It's not because I can't talk about other things. It's because the thing that I'm sharing with you is so critical to your success, you will wish I went over it on multiple sessions so that way we could peel every layer off of it so that you know how to properly execute. This is so deep, I can't go over everything all in one session. So now we're putting more meat on the bone when we talk about these focus block, guys. Now you're able to focus during the actual focus block. Now you're able to work on your most important tasks longer. Now you stop giving random things free access to your attention. Pick the window, build the room, close the loops. That's the lock-in window. And if you're taking this seriously, hit that like button right now, because that small move helps this message reach another man who's drowning in distraction and doesn't know how to fix it. And share this with a brother who keeps saying, I can't focus. Guys, in a few minutes, I'm going to talk to some of you live and help you focus for the rest of the week. I'm putting a link in the comments now, so that way you got time to prep. As I always say, if you want to be on camera and talk with me live, click the link. I've put it in the comments. I've put it on the screen. Even if you want to talk to me through audio, you can do so by just clicking the link. It's so important for y'all to cam up with me, man, because I show you how to change the game in your life for free. I give you a step-by-step plan that can add value to your life for free. A lot of you have seen me do this multiple times. So I'm putting the link there. As Sir Yasharala said, cam up. Cam up. Don't be afraid. All right. And so while y'all are doing that, I'm going to check some of the comments. Oh, and get into the questions. Look at what Sister Hannah asks. Can we find all those laws of order in your book, Chief Elder? All of the laws of order are included in the Men of Order operating system. That is something that we're going to talk about in future sessions. That's not in the book. Now, when it comes to much of the principles that I go over on these sessions, I speak about it generally within my book, The How to Succeed Survival Guide. That's the book that you see right here on the screen. But if you want all of the laws of order, that's in the Men of Order operating system. That is something private that I'm only going to do with a select few. More details on that later. If y'all want to keep up with the laws of order for right now, my best advice to you is be on the sessions, because every session that we have, there's another law that I'm dropping. And in every session, we always solve life's problems using the order method. Great question. I'm glad that you asked a question, Sister Hannah, because now is the time for quick questions. So even if you cannot get on camera, you can still pose questions to me right now in the chat. Shout out to Sister Tambari. I see you on. Hey, you made my day, Sister Tambari, by you getting on. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And if you're just coming in, tonight we're talking about why your brain feels scattered all day and how to fix it in 7 days. A lot of you want to accomplish great things, but the problem is you're so distracted. It's so hard to get to the next level. I'm showing you guys how to get laser focused, okay? So at this time, put your questions for me in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. If you got any questions for me, put it in the chat, because I want to make sure that I'm able to help you even if you're not able to get on camera. Notice what Elder Yakin said earlier. He said, man, it's small tips like turning off notifications that can make a big difference. I'm definitely using that gem. Sister Shemaiah said, so many gems tonight. Facts. Yes, make sure that y'all come on, y'all comment. If you got value, make sure that you support the work. Right now, we got 2 sponsorships going. We got a sponsorship from Brother Frederick at $10. We got a sponsorship from Sir Yasharala at $20, who will be the official sponsor for tonight's session. Now, again, if you have questions, put it in the chat. Or more importantly, make sure that you cam up, right? Because on every session, I open the floor for you to get on camera and for us to talk about your situation. Tell me what's holding you back, and I will help you leave tonight with one clear way to lock in this week. I'm not seeing nobody camming up yet. The link is in the comments and the link is on the screen, okay? Make sure that you check that out. In the meantime, I'm going to keep going with the session. Even if y'all got questions about things, make sure that you put it in the comments section below, okay? So here's one thing that I want y'all to notice. This is not a talent problem. It's an open door problem. You keep trying to focus on everything while everything has access to you. You keep trying to focus on the important project, but you got your phone nearby, your email open, you got all of these things demanding your attention. That's what happens when your attention has no walls. I want you to put walls in the chat if you've realized that the reason why you can't focus is because you have no walls guarding your time. Now, as always, you know the man of the hour is in the house. We got Sir Yasharala on. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. You know everybody else be shy, so thank you for holding it down on the cam up. How are you doing, sir?
Shalom, Chief Elder. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Let's all give a round of applause for Sir Yasharala hopping on camera with us. Thank you, sir. Good to see you on. If you don't mind, please let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Yasharala Israel. I'm in Dublin, Georgia, right now.
Dublin, Georgia. So Yasharala
Yes.
is on the move. All right, sir. In one sentence, where does your focus keep breaking?
Uh, the loop. A lot of times I don't close the loop because, like I said, I drive all day long. So by the time I get up in the evening time, I try to check everything what I need to check. I
Yes,
only
sir.
check so much when I'm driving, you know what I mean, or when I stop, because I'm on a time schedule. I got clock ticking, customer, traffic I got to deal with. But when I get back and settle or get back home, it's like you said, sir, it's just right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the phone, going to my email. Like now, since you talk about me, I got 7 tabs open. You're talking about
Oh, come on, man.
You're talking about me. I like he talking about me. Got 7 tabs open. I'm looking at like they're not even important tabs at
No,
all. At
of
all.
course.
I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? But yes, that's what it is too.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so now we're really getting to the root of the problem. Now, before we go further, sir, I just got to say something. There is a sister that is gunning for that number one spot. We now have a sister, Adea, that dropped a $20 super chat. Now she's tied with you for the sponsor for tonight. Shout out to you, sis Adea. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. All right, so you know what we got to do now, Sir Yashala. I'm so sorry, sir, but you got to wait just a minute. I got to throw her name in the hat for tonight's sponsor so far. Y'all are tied neck and neck. I don't know who's going to be the official sponsor. Listen, if y'all going to dethrone either one of them, the sponsorship has to be above $20. Right now, there's a tie for first place. Oh, and as I was talking, look at what the brother did. Look at what he did, y'all. I cannot believe it. Sir Yasha'Allah then dropped another 5, putting him back in first place.
I
It's been
apologize, sister.
real.
I apologize, sister.
Oh, it just is what it is. It is what it is. It could only be one. Who will be the official sponsor for tonight? It's been real, sis Adea, but there's still a chance. There's still hope for everybody that's on right now. If you're going to be the official sponsor for tonight's chat, it's got to be above $25. Why? Because Sir Yashrala is showing out. He put himself back in the lead. He initially dropped a $20 super chat, and then he came through with an additional 5. So that's putting him front and center.
Perfect.
Whoever gives the highest super chat for the night will be the official sponsor of a very important session that we're talking about on why you cannot focus. I understand this is a very hot topic. Many people want to know why it is they can't focus. You see what's going on, Deke. Sir Yasharala is keeping up that top spot. I see you, Sir Yasharala. And Sis Adea says, I respect it. Sister Daya also said, I appreciate the gems, Chief. I appreciate you, my sister. Thank you so much for all of the support. Thank you for supporting the work. And just so y'all know, you don't have to be the top sponsor to support the work, guys. All you got to do is tap the dollar icon below. $2, $5, $10, whatever you can give to support is greatly appreciated, and it keeps this show going, guys. As much as I would love to just do everything all for free, it's the sponsors that help to keep the show going. A lot of y'all know I got a growing family. I put food on the table. And so thank you to all of the sponsors. But right now we got Sir Yasharala holding it down as the official sponsor so far. If somebody's going to dethrone you, they got to put up a super chat that's over $25. Now again, sir, back to regularly scheduled programming. Please forgive me, sir. Let's put you back on the screen in your rightful place at the right amount. So you spoke about how your focus breaks down a lot of times as you're traveling.
Right.
You mentioned how a lot of times due to your work as you're trucking, you are constantly on the go. There's a lot of things going on, different contacts. And once you are stationary, something that also pulls on your focus is your phone. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So I want to ask you some questions tonight, sir, if you don't mind, because you know they just keep the camera open for you. They let you get all of the sauce that I have to give. So I got some questions for you. Like, is there a specific time of the day that you feel your focus being shifted the most?
Not during the day, 'cause my mind is constantly occupied for driving, customer, what they want when I get there, what to leave. I'm checking my computer for my loads, travel time, where I'm at. Because Chief Ambassador knows ATL ain't no joke at certain time. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no joke. So I'm trying to get in and get out, or I'll be 4 hours, just drive 1 hour. I get caught in ATL. It ain't no joke.
Right. I hear that. So is there, okay, do you feel like there's a specific window of time, like the morning, midday, late in the day? If there was really like one time frame where you feel like your focus really falls off, when is that?
About in the evening, about 5, 4 o'clock. I know I'm finna shut down about that time, within a couple of
Got it.
hours.
Okay, so in the early evening. Now, let me ask you, what do you do right before that drift starts?
I park. Once it starts, I'm still focused till I get to my destination.
Hmm.
But once I'm selling tonight, the first thing I did was I jumped on the computer. I got 7 tabs open. You know what I'm saying? And
Gotcha.
I'm checking my phone at the same time. So I'm doing, not really focusing what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
What are you checking the most?
The computer. Nothing really. It's just nothing. It just
Hmm.
really, I was doing my credit. I was checking my stocks real quick. But there's um there's really nothing. YouTube, like you said, YouTube is junk. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So, does this get in the way of your focus block? Whenever
Yeah,
you have a focus block that you're working on, how do distractions pop in?
because I'm worried about did I check it or not. I got a calendar. So a lot of times I'm still trying to get used to the calendar. Like you said, it's a lot of habits I have to break. I've been doing it for so
Hmm.
long. Because I understand, our group of time, we didn't have this. It was paper only, with no GPSs. You had to buy a map everywhere you go in every city. That's the way it
Right.
was to get anywhere. But and so a lot of stuff like get the computer, I felt I'm far behind to catch up on a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay.
You know,
I got you. So, when you went through one of your last focus blocks where you were distracted, there were kind of thoughts
yes,
swirling in your mind at the time.
right,
And you were wondering like if you were missing out on something, if you were forgetting about something.
right.
Oh, okay. So what do you think this is costing you? Like if you could guess, I know that I need to be doing the focus block, but there's things that's getting in the way of it. What do you think that that's costing you by the end of the week?
Time,
Hmm.
a lot of time, a lot of time.
A lot of time. Okay.
Yes.
What important work keeps getting pushed back because of this?
Not focus on the business plan, which I'm going to do tomorrow. Or you might say,
Mm.
well, maybe diversify, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
sir.
I got that out the way a few weeks ago. I got two plans like that already, but that's my main plan. So, but I got that out the way. I don't try to overwhelm myself because my time is very limited. When I get
Hmm.
home Friday or early Saturday morning, it's a Sabbath. I can't do anything. And
Right.
Sunday, everything's closed. So now I try to put everything in that function because it's Sunday. And if the week I get home, everything's closed anyway.
Yeah.
So me doing anything. So I'm trying to get everything I can get in before that at the last minute.
I got you. So let me ask you this. You know that you need to focus during these focus sessions, but things get in the way.
Yes.
And that costs you a lot of time and it pushes important projects back, like your business plan.
Hmm.
Let's say nothing changes. If nothing were to change in this cycle over the next 12 months, what would happen?
I've been in dead water and burned out, not
Mm,
getting not getting what I want to get accomplished to push that get that business loan so I can move forward. Like you said, I do know about the comfort zone, but I haven't applied it at all. I just haven't. Now I applied to my
right.
daughter in college. That's why I got her own condo, stuff like that. Not here in the United States, not people. No, it's not here in the United States. It's too expensive here. But
Yeah.
overseas, she has her own privacy, which she'll be bothered in the dorm. So I get here, even though my truck is small, you know what I'm saying, a small space, but I'm still, like you said, I'm still distracted.
Absolutely. So now here's how I want to strategize your specific situation so that you could be a lot more productive. Before I go into this, guys, make sure that you smash the like button. Let's get these likes up because this is going to be very important for everyone. Shout out, Sisters and I see you on. Shout out. Thank you for supporting as always. Okay, first, you have a very specific challenge, which is you spend a lot of time on the road.
Right.
And because you spend a lot of time on the road, it doesn't allow you to be stationary as though like you're in front of a work desk or you were able to focus on a particular type of project.
Correct.
And so what I want to do is I want to reconfigure your setup so that you actually can be more productive while you drive.
Hmm.
You need to adopt audio intelligence into your work. There are a lot of tools right now, Sir Yasharala, where you can get things done just by talking into it. Siri
Right.
is a great example of this.
Right.
Hey Siri, send this person a message. And then as soon as you do it, then it replies with something, right? You see right now, even my
Right.
phone is got that Siri icon just because it heard me say Siri.
Right.
And so what I want to do is I want to get you set up on a system to where even when you're driving, you're still able to get a lot done because you can talk while you drive. It doesn't need to be extremely distracting because I don't want to pull you off the highway.
Right.
But just imagine some of the things that you could do
Hmm.
if during that driving time you were still able to document important work through a voice recording. So I'll give an example. When I wrote my very first book that became a
Hmm.
bestseller, I wrote a lot of it while I was driving. I
Mm.
had a phone recorder out, and when I would go on extended trips, because remember, I used to travel a lot for church,
Right. Right.
I would speak through a lot of what I was going to put in the chapters, and then the voice recorder would transcribe the audio into text. So
Gotcha.
instead of me always getting at the desk and having writer's block, I had a lot of the book written just by talking. And this is actually an easier approach to write a book because it's a lot easier for people to talk than it is for them to write. A lot of people, they could talk about things all day, but then when it comes time to like editing the book, now instead of trying to write something from scratch, now you're just taking the audio that you had and you're just cleaning it up. Or you could have somebody else clean it up for you. And so my point is that I don't want you to look at your day as a total wash, all because you're driving. We need to change your environment, as I went over earlier, right? Make the room right for the work. The way that we build the room for you is make it to where you can talk your way into productivity. And so I want you to just do this, sir, as a part of the play that I want you to run. You know, that's what I call the assignments now, running the play. I'm giving you the playbook. What I want you to come up with in this playbook is I want you to just start searching for some of the top tools that will allow you to voice record and turn it into specific actions. Now, you spoke about the business plan.
Right.
You might be able to record things about the business plan from your voice recordings. I want to take the most important projects that we're working on, and I want you to use voice so that way you can still work on it as you drive. How does that sound?
Yes. Great.
Now, awesome. Now, here's another thing. Something tells me that once you get to that early evening that you talked about, and it's time for you to start winding down, you've been spending the day driving, and now you're looking to decompress.
Right.
Something tells me that there's something subconsciously going off in your mind that says now is the time to break focus.
Correct.
And so that's why it might be easier as you get into the evening to have the tabs open on the computer, you know, check your phone. It'll open you up more to be in that mode because your body is going into a different state.
Gotcha.
And so what I suggest here is if you know that there is something that you want to get done in the early evening time or sometime later, give yourself a buffer time from the time that you stop driving to the time that you want to get back into a focus mode.
Gotcha.
Because probably what's happening is you have been driving all day and your body knows you need a bit of a reset, so you can't just spring into doing work immediately. I talked about that in one of my last sessions.
Right.
You want to give yourself a buffer time to say, okay, you know, I've been on the road and I've been able to get a little bit done talking as I'm driving. But now you want to leverage the stationary time that you have where you're not driving and you can give your undivided attention to something. But instead of leaping in immediately to working on something, you give yourself a certain time buffer. And from that time, you have a start time and you have an end time. And once that end time hits, now your focus mode begins.
Gotcha.
And here's the thing that I want to go back to, because I also heard you talk about the open loop. The open loop becomes a big thing that pull your focus. This goes back to the law of order for tonight. What stays open keeps pulling on you. We also talked about how to close the loops. So I want you to apply this a few minutes before you start your focus block. Before your focus block begins, I want you to leverage that old school, mentality. I know you talked about how, hey, back in the day, we didn't have these digital calendars. We didn't do things this way. That's perfectly fine. Do it in the way that serves you best. Write down the things that are on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it on the list and then apply what I was going over earlier when we were talking through the execute portion. Do it now, date it later, or park it. Whatever is on your mind, you either do it now before your focus time, if it's something that you can get done in 2 minutes or less, so that way you can just check the box and get it out the way. You date it later. Okay, this is where something is on your mind, but you know it's going to take longer than 2 minutes to get done, and it's time sensitive. You just put a circle around that, say date this later. You put a specific date and time on paper when you're going to do it, and now it's out of your mind, out of sight, out of mind. You already got something figured out for that.
Gotcha.
Or you park it, meaning, hey, this is on my mind, but it's not urgent. I'm going to spend my focus block working on something else, but I need to get this out of my head and I need to get it on paper because even though it's not urgent, I don't want to forget. So you're just going to put that down on paper to make sure that you can revisit it at a later time. Whenever you go through this exercise, what it's going to do is it's going to clear your mind. So that way, once you get into the focus section, you are actually focused. You've got your phone off. You've got your web browser turned off with all these different tabs. Everything that was on your mind, you now put it on paper. And now that the brain dump is finished, now you're able to focus on what matters most. If you can set that up, I think that you'll get a lot farther over time.
Gotcha.
What are your thoughts on that, sir?
Great, sir. Great. And these sessions, I got to tell everybody else, it's marvelous because if you don't see yourself or start pointing out, you're never going to know. You're just not. Military, it's the same way. After excursion, after exercise, or after wherever you come from, mission, we had to go over what happened, write it down. Then they're going to talk to you about it, explain it. You know what I mean? Because it gets your mind to see, like you're doing to me. When anybody else come out, I can see what you're really talking about.
Correct. And when you get to see, man, you know what? It's not the big things that's holding me back. It's all of these little things that are adding up. The tabs, the phone, how my mind is wired the minute that I park the car. Like all of these things, they all add up, and that's what breaks the focus. I appreciate you getting on, sir, as always. Thank you for supporting the work. I'm very excited to speak with you tomorrow during our one-on-one strategy call. I got some very exciting things that I plan on sharing with you. We ain't televising that. Listen, they already get enough through the free sessions, but tomorrow, we're going to get into it, namely as it relates to setting up your business plan, as well as talking about your investing.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Looking forward to it, and thank you as always.
Thank you, Chief Elder.
Thank you, sir. All right, y'all. So did y'all see that? Did y'all see how this is a very hardworking man, but his biggest setback was his environment. He spends so much time driving that unless he figures out how to be more productive while driving, he's always going to be very limited. And the reason why this is so important for him is because by the time that he gets done driving, it's the early evening. His body is ready to start winding down, and it's a part of the programming that's already come into his habits, guys. So I want you to see, if you don't feel like you're as productive as you could be, it's not always because, you're not smart enough, you're lazy, something is going on with somebody else. No, a lot of times it's the things that you take for granted that matters the most. As Sir Yasharallah said, man, unless I got on these calls with you, Uzziah, to even walk through what's happening through my day, I would have taken it for granted because it becomes so normalized. That's the dangerous thing. Our day-to-day life is so normal to us, it's hard for us to see what's really the problem. And that's the reason why I always encourage y'all to cam up with me so that I can help you the same way that I help Sir Yasharallah on these calls, all for free. So if you want to get on camera with me, I just put the link again in the comments and I'm putting it on the screen so that way I could do the same thing for you. Identify where's the gap, figure out what's breaking your focus, come up with a custom game plan for you like I just did for Sir Yasharallah, and then you leave this call with a plan that you can execute immediately. You walk away with a play that you can run starting tonight. And let me give a shout out to Lusky. Shout out to you, King. I'm so happy to see you. Lusky is coming in from Awesome's channel. So happy to see Awesome always showing love, man. I can't say enough about the brother Awesome's channel. He got his whole squad in here. Lusky's in here. Tank was in here earlier. Mai was in here earlier. Trista was definitely in the house. Make sure y'all show the brother some love. His channel is called The Awesome and Gizmo Show. Mod, if you can, post the link to Brother Awesome's channel. Even when the brother ain't here, I'm repping him because he got so much love and support here. It's only right. If you rock with me, you definitely rock on that brother's channel. Single father doing a lot to be a great father to his daughter. All right, y'all. So listen, we got the opportunity for y'all to cam up with me still. But just in case y'all don't, you always know the show goes on. So here is what I want you to do. I want you to run the play, guys. I want you to execute everything that we talked about. You're going to run the lock-in window for 7 straight days. That means you're going to have one focus block every day, whether it's 45 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever you can afford. You're going to set a focus block where you're going to focus on your number one most important thing. But you're not just going to set the focus block. You're going to have your room set for the work. Remember, I talked about this. It's not enough for you to say that you're going to stay focused during your focus time. You got to make sure that you set your environment so that you can focus, knowing that you might become a product of your environment. Yes, you might have 60 minutes set aside to working on something, but what does the 60 minutes matter if you got 60 minutes of the phone going off right next to you? 60 minutes of you checking email in between you working on tasks, 60 minutes of this person knocking on the door, getting your attention, that person bothering you, your mind staying focused on the latest drama. If you got all of these things going on your focus session, it's not a focus session. And that's the reason why before the focus session begins, you set your room for the work. You design the environment. And guys, do y'all want to know something? This is something that I tell all of my clients. I'm going to give this gem to y'all for free. When you set the environment, that's what makes the biggest difference in your day-to-day success. The reason why is because it's easier to change your environment than it is to change yourself. It's easier to change what's going on around you in your room than it is for you to make changes to your actual habits. So let me give you guys an example. Let's say that someone was overweight and they are looking to lose weight, but they know that their diet is really getting in the way. They know that their diet is holding them back, right? Every night they're eating ice cream. Okay, so if I'm on a strategy call with that person, I'm not going to try to motivate them to just stop eating ice cream. I'm going to tell them, get the ice cream out of the house. A lot of times what people do is they try to give themselves all of this willpower and discipline, knowing that the ice cream is in the freezer. And then they wonder, man, Uzziah, how come I can never get to the next level? I know I'm not supposed to be eating this. I know I'm not supposed to be doing that, but I just don't know. I'm just not good enough. No, it's not that you're not good enough. It's that you try to fix you before you fix your environment. It would be so much easier to just get rid of the doggone ice cream out of the house. So that way, once you feel that urge, you know that there's nowhere in the house where you can find it. Same thing applies for a lot of people that are in credit card debt. A lot of times it's not you mustering the willpower to just not pull out the credit card and swipe that card. The best move is for you to change your environment and just get rid of the credit card altogether. Guys, I know when you hear that, you're like, no, Uzziah, but what if I need it for this? My point is that if you change the environment, you can achieve success by default. Think about the two examples that I just gave to you. If you get the ice cream out of the house, there's no ice cream for you to binge on. So it's not about you willing yourself to not eat it. It's about you making an easier change of the room. You make it harder for yourself when you keep the ice cream there, and now you're just sitting there looking at it. I want to eat it. I see it. Just get out the room. Same thing when it comes to the credit card. Instead of you trying to add willpower and force yourself to not swipe the card, get rid of the card. So guys, I'm telling you, if you're going to be successful, you got to build the right room. A lot of you right now, you could change your life if all you did after watching this session is ask, how can I change the room so that I can accomplish my biggest project? How can I change the room so that I can get to the next level? The average person is in a room that makes it harder for them to be successful. Successful people, their room almost guarantees their success. Guys, I want to show y'all something real quick just to paint the picture for y'all. Okay, whenever I'm doing these streams, I am in my work office. My studio is in the office. So I don't have to go and travel to some studio to record. I change the room so that way I can stream from where I'm at. I set up the equipment. Guys. I told y'all I'm over here investing in this channel. I'm changing the equipment to make sure that my office allows me to do everything that I need to do from the stream. My office used to have a white colored wall. Go back and watch some of the earlier sessions that I've done for Men of Order. You will see me recording on a white wall. But now I've changed the wall color. Why? Because I'm trying to change the room. So I don't have to now will myself to do anything more in order to stream. I can do it right from where I'm at. Change the room and you'll change your results. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to run this play that I'm giving y'all. I want you to set it up to where you have one focus block a day. You have your room set up for success. and you have your open loops written down before you begin, I'm about to fall out of my chair. I can't even finish talking because I'm seeing somebody that's on a chat that I didn't even know was on a chat. You know, I just thought that she forgot about me, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this sister just don't be checking for me during the week. You know, she see me at the church and cool, yeah, church guy. Hey, I had no idea that this person that I'm going to mention even thinks about little old me and being on a men of order session. I am so surprised that this Sister Serafina is not only on the chat, but she didn't just dropped a $45 super chat to take the lead as the official sponsor. I cannot believe this, y'all. Let's give Sister Serafina a round of applause. I am shocked. I am shocked. Mrs. Israel, are you shocked? Sis Shemaya is shocked. Look, she in the comments right now saying, oh my, look at what Sir Yasharala said. No, you didn't, sis. Oh yeah, she did. She took that crown right off your head. I don't know if you appreciate that, Sir Yashala. Sister Serafina then dropped a $45 super chat, which means that as of right now, she's in the lead. So I'm sorry, Sir Yashala. I got to put you on pause for a moment, sir. Please forgive me. Don't blame me. Blame Sister Serafina. Sister Serafina, I tell you, man. Silent but deadly, she done came through and she done dropped a $45 super chat, putting her in first place as the official sponsor. So, of course, it's only right we give her her roses. We put her on the screen. Our official sponsor for right now is Sister Serafina. If someone else is going to take the reins, your super chat must go above $45. So now Sister Serafina, she didn't just raise the stakes, y'all. She said, listen, if you want to be the official sponsor for the stream on Why You Can't Focus, you're going to have to go $50 minimum. That's the cover charge. So shout out to you, Sister Serafina. You know it's always nothing but love. She laughing, saying, I haven't forgot about you, sir. This information is too good to miss. I'm glad that you are soaking it up, Sister Serafina. I'll be thinking about you as we work on these sessions. You know, although these streams are called Men of Order, as a woman, you can get so much out of it, especially for you ladies who don't have a husband. Some of you ladies, you are out here on your own, trying to make it, trying to hold things down. You're having to provide. And so when you take all of these sessions, it's very helpful for you to be able to move forward in your life, and not just single ladies as well. Married ladies, you get a lot out of this. Why? Because even if it's not for you, you're able to give your husband a lot of game. You're able to help him get to the next level. And that's key, y'all. A lot of men mean well, but they really need a supportive wife who can show them some of the things that they may not have together. I know a lot of guys who make money, that work hard, but when it comes to a lot of the time management that I break down on these sessions, they don't have that part. And guys, I want y'all to know something. When we go through these sessions, right now, you've been seeing me go deep when it comes to time order. But guys, there's all other areas that we're going to talk about as well. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about your home. We're going to talk about adding order to every facet of your life, but I'm starting with time because time is at the center of your entire life. If you don't understand time order, you're not going to thrive when it comes to money order because you're not going to put your time towards adding order to your money. So you got to get your time right in order to get your money right, to get your business right, to get order in the house. We got a lot that we're going to talk about on these Men of Order sessions, but I do want to give a special shout out to Sister Serafina. Thank you once again. Right now, she is leading the way with the $45 sponsorship. So, y'all, we are getting there. If you want to be the official sponsor for tonight's broadcast, please make sure that you hit the super chat. All you got to do is hit the $ below the live chat, and that's what will get you on the board. Listen, even if you don't hit the top sponsorship spot, I'm still shouting you out because anything that you give is much needed to keep this channel going, okay? Look at what Mrs. Israel says. She said, that's how Sister Serafina plays her cards too. That's how she plays cards too. That's a fact that you're bringing out. That's how Sister Serafina is. I'm glad that we're not playing Cover Your Assets right now. That's a game that we be focused on and very competitive about at the church. There's this game. Y'all got to come through one of these days just to play Cover Your Assets. Worship the Lord first and foremost. Seek ye first the kingdom. I'm joking, but I got to get kind of serious. We got to be about this kingdom work. But when you come through and you get a good word, you know, we're going to close things out with some card games. So Sister Serafina, she's a, quiet, poised woman, a woman of grace. And when she be playing them cards, she be having stuff in her hand, and you kind of take her for granted because she got a poker face. She act like nothing's going on, that it's all good, everybody else is about to win, and then just when you think you about to catch that W, she just drops something on the table, and you just look at her like, where was that? And then it'd be kind of making you upset too, but we ain't gonna talk about that because right now, Sister Serafina, the same way that she does and Cover Your Assets, where she come through and she dropped that card, she just dropped that card when it came to that $45 super. That's how this sister get down. Oh, she said, oh, not me. Yes, it is you. Yes, it is you. Just because you're the official sponsor, it don't mean I'm going to get out here lying now. All right? So listen, y'all, we still got time. Support the work. Do the super chat. Let's see who's going to be the official sponsor. But right now, we're going to run the play. Run the lock-in window for 7 straight days, guys. That means 1 focus block a day. Have your room set for the work. And have open loops written down before you begin. Before you hop into your focus session, guys, you're going to set the stage. And listen, don't make it fancy. Don't keep changing things around. Run the play. Follow what I'm showing you guys. And then I want you to come back and put your receipts in the comments, guys. It's never enough that I just tell y'all what the play is. On Men of Order, you got to come back with proof. So I want you to come back and put your receipts in the comments. The receipts are very simple, guys. You're going to talk about what your time block was. What did you work on? What changed with your environment? How did you set up your room for success? What got written down to get all these open loops out of your head before you started working? I want y'all to come back to this video and I want y'all to comment on that. And most importantly, I want you to comment on what felt different by day 7 of running this play. Guys, I don't want y'all to come back to these sessions with good intentions. I want you to come back with proof, all right? And always remember, guys, A disciplined leader is someone that people can count on. You are the leader of your life. Someone is counting on you. Your child is counting on you. Your wife is counting on you. Your family. For you women of order, your husband is counting on you. For you men that are on this session, you're called to be leaders. A disciplined leader is someone that people can count on. You might think I'm talking about time management. I'm really talking about leadership, man. Because you cannot be an effective leader if you cannot lead your time. If you don't know how to manage your time, ain't no way you're going to manage people effectively. All of this is the building blocks for you to be a man of order. A disciplined leader is someone that people can count on. Not once in a while, not when he feels like it, not only when the pressure is low. A disciplined leader can be counted on because he can hold his mind in place long enough to do what matters. That matters for your work, guys. The only way that you're going to make more is if you step up the quality of your work. That matters for your house. That matters for your wife, your children, your team, and the people that are under your care. They should not keep getting a lesser version of you. This is bigger than getting more done. This is about becoming the kind of man whose life is not run by every buzz of the phone, every thought that passes through your mind, and every loose end that you try to tie. This is about you becoming the best version of yourself. And when that happens, your family and the people you love benefit from your success. You said that you wanted your child to live a better life than you had. This is how you do it. You said that you wanted to leave behind generational wealth, that you want to leave a legacy. This is how you do it. I promise you, if you don't get your time right, there's no way you can get your legacy right. If this session helped you guys, subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss the next live. And if you want to support more sessions like this, guys, you can send a super chat. The sponsor spot is still open until the stream closes. I don't know if it's going to be Sister Serafina that's the official sponsor. But whoever gets the highest super chat, they become the official sponsor of tonight's session. Guys, our next session is this Thursday, March 19th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to take a moment to look at these comments. Mrs. Israel said, if this message is hitting home tonight, go ahead and tap that like button. Yes, let's please get these likes up so that more men and women of order can find the stream. I'm going to take this time now to give an announcement, guys, because it's about that time. Who will be the official sponsor of tonight's show? So it's only right that we start out with everyone else that has supported the work. Shout out to Brother Frederick for the $10 super chat. Thank you as always. Much love to you, brother. Shout out for the sister that was in the running initially. She was going toe-to-toe with Sir Yasser Allah. At one time, she was tied for the official sponsor for tonight. It was Sister Adea with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, my sister. Definitely appreciate all of your support. Thank you for being such a supportive sister. It means a lot, more than what I can express. You said that you appreciate the gems. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the work as always, okay? It does not go unnoticed. I got to give a shout out to Sir Yasser Allah. You know I got to do that, y'all. Sir Yasser Allah, he holds it down day after day, keeping the channel going, day after day, supporting the work. Not only did he drop the super chat, he gets on camera and is very valuable. Y'all got to really thank Sir Yashala, man. Let's give Sir Yashala a round of applause. We got to give Sir Yashala a round of applause because every time that he gets on camera, I know y'all walk away with something that I told him that's going to go in your arsenal too. I know I be saying stuff that's beneficial too for y'all. Did you hear what he and I discussed? His problem may be yours too. You might have a long commute to work. You can be more productive if you now start adding audio to your experience, okay? Sister Shemaya said, what a wonderful session. Hit that notification bell as a reminder and bring a friend next time. Absolutely. Y'all stop making these sessions a secret, man. Y'all spread the word. You see, Brother Awesome, he got his whole YouTube channel over here. Y'all follow suit, man. Y'all support this work. Thank you so much, Sir Yasharala, for the $25 super chat. He gave 2 super chats in total to reclaim the lead earlier whenever he was tied with Sis Adea for the $20 super chat. Man, you was in there for a while. And then here's Sister Serafina go. All disrespectful, coming in right before the stream is over, dropping that $45 on just as disrespectful as she want to be. She done snatched the crown, y'all. She done snatched the crown, and she's wearing that crown with grace. So it is only right that we finally get into the official sponsor for tonight. We got to announce who the sponsor of the show is, y'all. Who is the official sponsor? The official sponsor is Sister Serafina at $45. Shout out to you, shout out to you, shout out to Sister Serafina. Sister Serafina is the official sponsor of tonight's show, y'all. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out to Sister Serafina. And listen, man, y'all men, y'all better put some respect on Sister Serafina's name. This is a woman that is sponsoring the Men of Order sessions. Shout out to all the women of order, man. Y'all hold it down. Thank y'all for all of the love. Listen, I need one of you ladies to get on camera with me soon. I know some of y'all be shy, but at least put y'all's questions in the chat. Some of y'all might have seen the conversation I had with A Diamond last week. Very productive. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch some of the past sessions. You know, if this is your first time watching the sessions, go back and watch some of the previous sessions because a lot of these sessions, they build on top of each other. And that's the reason why we have all of the session numbers listed in the title. Go back and check out some of the sessions, guys. It's going to help you get your time management that much better. The official sponsor for tonight is Sister Serafina. Love you, Sis Serafina. I appreciate the love. It definitely does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much for supporting the work. And, you know, I might do something nice for you every now and then, Sister Serafina. I won't forget about you, all right? So, guys, once again, thank you for supporting this channel. Our next session is going to be this Thursday, March 19th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come back with proof. Come back with receipts. Come back being able to say, I ran the play. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you turn on the notifications. And until next time, walk in order, brothers. Peace.